Welcome back to Remixology, where you are going to revive your dreams. You're going to re-energize, re-empower, and re-explore your dreams and visions and get it out there and get it going. I'm so excited for you. Thank you for, first of all, coming to my channel and checking me out, and I appreciate it. And if you like the content that you're getting, if it's inspiring you in any way whatsoever, please like the video as well as subscribe, because there's so much more to come. It's going to be a continual uploading of great information, and so we're really excited about sharing things with you today. So today is going to be about 3 ways that you can jumpstart your vision, right, and get it going. But one of the first things that you have to do is you're going to have to take time for yourself, okay? Before you can move forward, you've got to declutter, right? You got to clean up some things. And so sometimes what that means is that we have to clean up our mind. You know, our mind can be so overloaded with the daily stresses of life. And so, and we can find more reasons why we don't do things, or what they call excuses, than we can why we should do something. So what I want to do for you today is, first of all, help you to learn how to relax, learn how to ease your day, and so that this process is not overwhelming for you. This process should feel good to you, because that's what's going to attract the things that you want. So with that said, I'm gonna go ahead and tell you a few things that you might need for this project and for, jump starting your vision. One of the things I like to use, of course, is a Sharpie, but also I purchased these great sticky note pads, right? And it's a Post-it note. It's a huge Post-it note, right? And this one, if you can see here, I'm gonna show you, this is the size right here, the 25 by 30. It has 30 sticky notes, and it's an easel pad. If you can see that, it's an easel pad, and that's what it's called. So basically, that's what I have here. I basically, tore off a sheet and stuck it right here. It's adhesive at the top, and then right here I usually like tape it. My tape came off, but at any rate, I'm sorry. This is a wonderful tool, okay? Because you can take this and use it to brainstorm, and it's big, and you can see it, because I'm a visual person. I'm not sure about you, but I'm visual, so I have to see how things are going, right? So one of the things you're going to need is, I would suggest that, but you don't have to have that. You can just start out with a nice legal pad, and or either if you have a journal or a notebook that you're jotting things down in. You don't have to spend a lot of money. Guess what? Dollar Tree is a gold mine. You can go in there and find you a quick little notepad for $1 and some pens, and just start like that. And then what you want to do is you want to gather these items, and you also want to decide how to incorporate this into your day, because you need to commit to this. First of all, you are so important, okay? And I need you to remember that. I need you to remember that you have to invest in you. And so part of your time, or let me just go back, all of your time cannot be consumed with everything else. You have to take time for you in order for you to move forward. So part of that is making sure that you look at your calendar, look at your daily activities, and figure out where you can incorporate this. You can incorporate this function so that you can get it done, okay? Next, one of the things that I want you to do is, I know what helps me, and, everybody is different, but one of the things that helps me is, I love music of all different genres. One of the things that helps me all the time is listening to something that either calms me or excites me. So music can do both. You can choose songs to listen to while you're doing this exercise to motivate you. You know, usually that's good in the morning because you want to get up, you want to get going, you want to be energized. So you want to find something that motivates you. For me, I love gospel, but I also love all kinds of genres of music. So, but I start my day with gospel and spiritual music. And I try to feed my brain positivity, you know, because we have enough negative things coming at us on a regular basis. We have to kind of basically, like, you come home and take a shower before you go to bed or whatever, or wind down or whatever, you know, to wash off the dirt of the day. Well, you also have to do that with your mind. You have to cleanse your mind and detoxify your mind. And you have to do this in the morning too. So think of it as a mind shower, if you will. I don't know. But that helps you so that you can actually pour out your thoughts and let your creative juices flow. Okay. So some of the music selections that I like, or you know, if you decide, you know, say, hey, you know, maybe you're not into gospel, or maybe you're not in that, but Corinne Hawthorne is a good artist. She has some really cute feeling free type of music. And then I love Happy by Pharrell. I'm sorry, I know people have played that to death, but guess what? Me and my son, we hear that and it just ignites us. So it gets us in a good mood, you know. So Happy by Pharrell. And I'll put the links in the description down below, you know, of some of these suggestions, but you can use your own suggestions, whatever you like, okay? Even jazz. I mean, when I have a project that is, you know, something that really is requiring a lot of brain activity, for me, I can put on my smooth jazz, and on Pandora, I even, you know, splash a couple of other types of genres in there, you know, like, you know, neo soul or R&B, but, you know, it's whatever you like. You know, so I'm encouraging you to do that. Get yourself a little playlist. And for this time, this special time where with yourself, because you got to get to, you know, loving you, you know, get back to that, you know, you, yourself, and, well, me, myself, and I, whatever. But you got to get back to loving you. So during this time of you loving you and wanting the best for yourself, you can do this. And so one of my suggestions is for this first key point, which is decluttering your mind. That's the first key point. Is, say for instance, I mean, for me, one of the best times to do this is early in the morning because everybody's asleep, right? My son is sleeping, you know, he trying to get up at 3, 4, 5 o'clock in the morning, and I can get so much done, and that time goes by so quickly. You will be surprised, okay? And don't count it out. Don't say you can't do it, because you can do anything you put your mind to if you want it bad enough, period, okay? Another time is, say for instance, you may be someone who works at night. Maybe you work the night shift. Okay, and you say, okay, when am I do this? Okay, well, you know, you might have to take an hour before you get ready to go to work. Or here's an idea, and this works for either night or day. You can just give yourself an extra hour to get to work. Extra hour. So that, you know, you can get there, park in your car with your pad and paper and listening to your music, and you could sit there and just pour out ideas. Okay, this has worked for me time and time again. I'm telling you, it's so therapeutic. You would not believe. It is so therapeutic, and you need this. You need to feel better. You need to, like I said, declutter, detoxify your mind. Okay, so that's the first way that you can jumpstart your vision. The second way is to visualize. Now this is fun. I love to visualize. I mean, again, we're talking about things that are therapeutic. You can do this in so many ways. And again, I mentioned before about, I am going to do a video on vision boards, okay? And, you know, how to get those going. And of course, you can Google that. And I also put some other links down in the description box about the way some people have done it. And you can please, I encourage you, if you're a person who does this or any of the things that I talk about, please comment below. Give me your feedback. And if it's something that you want to hear more about or that you can add to the conversation, please, by all means. Positiveness only, please. Okay? So, again, you need to visualize. Okay? You say, how can I do this? What are some of the ways? Well, one of the things I like to do, like for instance, I had a route to a job I was at, and it's in Lake Mary, Florida. And when I would take this route, I could take a lot of different routes, and it was cool. I mean, it wasn't bad. And I know people, say Orlando traffic is nightmare. Depends on where you're going, what you're doing, which way you go. Period. However, I took this particular route because it was the scenic route. Because I'm an adventurous person. So when I come to a new city, I want to learn my way around a little bit in my area and even further out. I mean, I'll just take a drive sometime just to see where the road goes. Because, it's good to do that. You should not confine yourself in a box. There's too much out there, okay? So there's a path I would take, which was Markham Woods Road or whatever. And there are a lot of big, beautiful homes and subdivisions out there. And I just loved passing by them, and it just made me feel so good going to work. Like, oh, this is great. Like, it's just a wonderful scenery to have before you go to do your job. It makes you feel good, and your day seems to get started in a very positive note. So I want you to try that. And I'm also going to share the clip now of me driving and kind of taking this drive to see some of the areas there. I'll include more of these as we go along. Unfortunately, this is where we have to pause due to the fact that my video exceeded my limit. So please stay tuned for the next video and the conclusion of 3 ways to jumpstart your vision and get the 3rd way. Thank you. Love you. God bless. Remixology.